Okay, so we've got this little problem down at the climbing gym. Our dumbbells are just sitting on the floor, and they've been sitting on the floor for I think months now. And it is time to fix that problem. I have been planning on making a metal rack for them to sit on, and I thought as far as my channel goes, it would be better to show you guys how to make one out of wood, something that is a little bit more versatile that you might be able to do at home. So, here we go. Now we've got this handy dandy angle finder. Absolutely love this guy. We're going to go ahead and set this. I want it to be leaning at a 30-degree angle. Now that we have that all marked out to this point, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to true up the back, top and the bottom. I'm going to attach these two boards together. We're going to shape or cut both of these boards. They'll be a pair at the same time. After the finished product is done, these will be screw holes anyways, so there's not going to be random screws in there. And now I know with my design I'm going to be cutting up here, so I'm going to throw a screw in these spots as well.
I'm using a 1.5-inch paddle bit to drill these holes.
Now don't go all the way down, because that's going to mess up your board. It's going to cause more work. Okay, we went just far enough. It's poking through the other side of the board. Then we're going to come in here. That's going to basically self-center. And this one, this side, you gotta take it slow. If you try to go fast, you could jam the board down, or the bit down through there, and it's not gonna be pretty. But if you go nice and slow, what'll happen, watch this centerpiece, okay? Now that centerpiece has started to move. So it doesn't look like I'm all the way through, but if I push on this, you'll see that I am. Okay, so now we want to have this cut out so we can throw the weights in there. And the line that's coming off of the top side, we want to have that at about a 90-degree angle. So if this is 30 degrees kicked out, that means that this angle that we're going to cut right here is going to be at a 60-degree angle. So I'm going to take this cool little protractor I have here, and I'm going to set it at 60 degrees. Now, this can be kind of confusing because there's a lot of different angles that we have on there. We're paying attention to the middle number. And once that's there, actually, I need to go to the other side. Tighten it down. I can come back down here. We're going to scribe on our lines. Just like that. So now we have the cutout that we're going to make is going to be this line right here and this line. We're going to go ahead and mark all of the other holes just like that, and then we'll continue on.
Now, I'm mainly going to use a circular saw to cut out these pieces simply because it's going to be a lot faster. However, you do need to be careful that you don't cut too far. Here's a little trick that I've been using for quite some time to save a little bit of money, and that is to take my handheld belt sander, turn it upside down, and mount it into my bench vise, and voila, I have a benchtop belt sander, and it works really well. I use it this way much more than I do just as a handheld. Now that I have both of my pairs cut out, it is time for that finishing touches. So I'm going to go ahead and do a light sanding, followed up with some stain.
Got some scrap wood here. We're gonna do something kind of cool with it, hopefully.
So I measured the handle on my smallest weight, and it was 5.5 inches long. If you take a 4x4 post, which actually measures 3.5 inches, and 2 sheets of 3/4 inch plywood, that totals up to be 5 inches, which is plenty of room for you to slide the dumbbell down onto these notches and rest the weight on the handle. Now it's time to start making the base. I'm going to take 2 scrap 2x4s and cut notches in them to make a cross section that will be sturdy for it to sit on.
It's out of here. And yeah.
Now all I have to do is to put everything together. Now I was originally planning on painting all of the lumber here that you see unpainted. It was going to be black, but I actually kind of like that raw look. I think it's pretty cool. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Should I paint that black? Which would also look pretty sweet, but I don't know. Let me hear what you have to say. Here it is all completed. Now I think it looks pretty good. It turned out really well. Now I did notice that when I started putting on the weights here, that my larger weights had a different inside diameter. The handle is actually a little shorter, so it rubs a little bit, and you can see it right here. But it doesn't rub too bad. We're still going to use it. I'm going to throw on the weights, and this is what it looks like. Let me know down in the comments below if this helped you out, if you want to continue to see some of the obstacles that we have in the climbing gym and how we're overcoming those. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and the notification so you can see when these are coming out. I hope to see you next time right here on Climber Dad. Rock on.